Me did young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pacuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Aye easy, aye convenient, aye fast, and sounds so ye free. Won't ya she? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
One thing I know that at the moment, the world economy is really struggling. Things are not the same. If you ever thought that maybe some 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, things are the way it is now, then you are getting so many things wrong. And we in Ghana are even feeling it the more. We are feeling it in the face of so many things. In the face of bad governance, in the face of difficult economy, in the face of bad weather, sometimes rain, sometimes heat, and we are still in it surviving. If you are in Ghana at the moment, I pray for God's grace on you because that is the only thing that can save you in Ghana at the moment. God's grace. Because no permutations will work, no matter how you do it. No matter how good you are in economics, no matter how good you are in mathematics, as much as you are in this country, you just need grace because no matter what you are getting and how much you are spending, they will never correlate. I'm so happy for one thing. One thing is that now celebrities are out there talking. Everybody is talking. And that is what I'm about to do here in today's editorial, here on Flex Entertainment, or better still, Sammy Flex TV. And I want you to be a part of it. We are going to sample some celebrities who have written stuff showing their displeasure to the government and the leaders of this country for mismanaging Ghana's economy. As it stands now, everybody is complaining. Even those who were seen to be NPP fanatics or those who were seen to be having soft spot for NPP, they are all talking. Did you hear that Prince David Osei recently even called for the fact that people should come together so we demonstrate? He wrote that on Twitter some time ago, where he said that every youth in Ghana who is ready, come. Let's select a date or let's look for a date and we are all going to demonstrate against the government. Some people did not like it. Some people did not take that lightly. They came at him. They attacked him that, yeah, you are the same people who campaigned for them. You guys are the same people who were on the street telling us to vote for them. Now we voted for them and you are telling us to go and demonstrate. When we were telling you fix the country, you did not even listen. At that time, you told people to fix their mindset. You told people to fix themselves. Now that things are getting out of hand, you are now calling us to come and do or demonstrate. I'm sure they nearly said, Prince, your mother and things, but nobody said it. So I want to believe that he is okay. But at the moment, like I told you, I'm about to sample some celebrities who can't keep quiet anymore, who maybe they are feeling the pressure and the heat in Ghana, therefore they are talking. Even if not talking for themselves, they are talking for their followers and their fans. And that is it. My name is Sammy Flex. This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm saying thanks to Digital Rasta, call him Currency, Richie Flex, Emmanuel Forwila PG for putting this content together for me to bring them to you. Now, post number 1. It came from Samini. And Samini is saying, Dear Nana Akufo-Addo, I supported you to bring change and stability. I believed in the vision and the concept of your change. But with 2 years to go, my soul bleeds. Our investment washed away daily as the dollar openly whips our city. Your people are crying. We cannot pretend all is well. But if God has blessed Ghana with anything, it is our ability to stare difficulty right in the face and say it will be all right. Hashtag Ghana must work again. Where is the Nanado who begged us for the mandate? The indiscipline in high and low places of government must be checked. We go keep hope alive and continue to soldier on. What's a man without hope? We can only continue to pray for a better tomorrow. To all my high graders out there, I say it again. We will be all right. This is a Samini post. Now, for information, among the celebrities in Ghana who campaigned or supported the campaign of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Samini was part of them. Samini was part of the people. He was almost with the president, and sometimes even showing face as a performer, and sometimes showing face in telling people that this is the right party to vote for. I think after some few years, this has been the realization, and I'm so happy he did not hide it. There are so many people who have said, oh, Samini has intentions of becoming a politician. That is fine. Even though he might have the intention, he still did not hide the fact that something is wrong with governance, and therefore we need to talk about it. So his dearest president, his dearest flag bearer, he came hard at him this way. And he said to his high graders, it will be all right. Now the all right is also making some people think, why? Is Samini about to release a new song called Be All Right? Maybe that is what people are also expecting, because if you go through the tweet, anytime Be All Right comes, it comes with a hashtag. So people are assuming that, who knows, maybe Samini's song in these hard times is likely to be called Be All Right, and we are waiting for it. So that was from Samini. Now let's come to Lydia Forson, aka Miss Forson, who has not relented in her efforts to always chase government and to keep them on their toes to do what is right. So she also came on Twitter saying, your people are crying, but you are jumping from place to place looking for awards and a pat on the back. Hey, show boy, how much validation do you need? You won already. It did not end there. She comes again to say, the resignation plus firing of the finance minister may not completely boost our economy, but it just may boost morale. How don't you understand that how the people feel about their leaders plays into how well the country does? How? Now let's start from the top, where she said that your people are crying, but you are jumping from place to place for awards. Of course, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is still claiming fans. Everywhere he goes to, he wants the people to hail him as the savior of our time. The person who did not let Ghana die out of COVID. As the man who showed us the way to survive in the COVID era. He wants to be praised. That's why he said, if you are saying something negative about him, you will be disgraced one after the other, one after the other. He wants the hype. But then Yvonne Nelson, Lydia Forson, yes? Lydia Forson is also saying that this is the time that we even have to sack some financial minister and all those in that ministry. Because one, they are supposed to get a solution for what is happening in Ghana. They are supposed to tell us that, okay, let's introduce this policy. Let's cancel this policy. Let's do this so that the people will breathe small. People want to breathe small. Now they are suffocating. The economy is suffocating them, killing them. So the minister who is known to be a guru in finance is supposed to advise the people. No, at this stage, this policy is not good for Ghana. At this stage, let's introduce this policy. Put them together and the people will start breathing. And this person is doing nothing. So Lydia Forson is asking, why is he still on post? Can't we fire him? And she said that if we fire him, it does not mean the economy will come back on track. But at least in the minds of the people, someone did not work with the person that has been fired. It will give us morale booster. And I agree with her. If someone is not working, what is the person occupying the space for? Yet we are still paying him. He is still taking everything that he's supposed to get. But the ordinary guy is weeping, crying tears of blood. Now, Yvonne Nelson also comes in to say, we are sitting on gold, but still hungry at Nana Addo. This is a popular quotation the president now made when he was campaigning for the position. On one of his campaign platforms, he boldly stated with all the energy in him that Yeti sika sonso accommodate, meaning we are sitting on gold, but we are hungry. Now, Yvonne Nelson is reminding the president that, Mr. Presidente, still we are sitting on gold and we are hungry. Because at that time, what the president meant was that we can't be in Ghana and be hungry. That was what he meant. He meant that we can't be in Ghana and still be wallowing in poverty. Because we are in Ghana, we should be rich, we should be all right, because Ghana is full of gold. Yet but Yvonne Nelson is reminding the president that Nanado, we are still hungry, though we are sitting on the gold. This is a word to the wise. Like they say, it's enough. Now, let's move on to Kweku Sintim Misa, KSM, a chief satirist, comedian, and a broadcaster as well. He has also not been quiet. He's talking, and he says, advice to Ken Ofori-Atta, and this is Ghana's finance minister. Braken, it is obvious the president cannot and will not fire you. Please do him and GH a favor and respectfully resign for a competent financial manager to take charge. I am sure that the financial market will react positively to the news. And this is coming from KSM, who is telling the finance minister that the president won't sack him because that's his brother. How can he sack your brother from job? It will be hard to do. Morally, ethically, it will be strong to do. But what they have to do legally for everybody to know that, yeah, you guys are thinking about the economy, is for the man to be fired. And KSM is suggesting that, Ken, if your brother won't fire you, you yourself should fire yourself, or you should just resign yourself. You'll be fine. Just resign. And he says, even if you do that, that news alone, the news that Ghana's financial minister has also resigned, will give some positivity to the financial market. That is what KSM thinks. Yes. Because some people are mad at him, policies, decisions, and even allegations of some one or two acts that to them are not appropriate. These people are still in office. You think the economic market will be happy? They won't be happy. If he goes, they will be fine. Now, Stonebwoy, the Butu hit maker, is also saying that the system hit up rough and the pressure is getting . And I'm sure he wants us to guess. The pressure is getting too much. The pressure is getting beyond us. The pressure is getting beyond control. Like the pressure is getting something. So how you feel for the pressure, you put it there. And that's what Stonebwoy is saying. The system hit too much. Now the pressure is getting . Put it there. How are you feeling in this pressure? English madam, Nana Banamwa did not say just a word or two. Twitter was just too small for her. So she decided to write a long love letter to the finance minister, Ken. And I am going to read this love letter. A love letter that she calls open letter to Ken Ofori-Atta. And it reads, public walls of the majority of your people continue to hold on to a job you've woefully failed at and leading a process you don't believe in, going to the IMF after failing to properly introduce a new tax line, e-levy, and borrowing us out of the international financial market. Maybe a part of you want us to leave and your cousin is a part of you wants to leave and your cousin is backing you to the hilt on the altar of loyalty. But for God's sake, spare the entire nation this prolonged spectacle of failure and let go of the burning rod. If you were leading a private company, managing private funds with this current performance, you probably would have walked. In fact, you would have been fired. This time, it is public funds and the stretch of the impact is much more. Unless Vignet's words ring true that resignation is the courage of Christian sorrow. All Ghanaians are weeping. And as a devout believer, wouldn't you rather resign and save us all from further ignominy? Sigh. Regard citizen Nana Banamwa. Of course, she is our English teacher. So you'd expect her to write more English. But in summary, This is what Nanaba is saying. That to Kenoforiata, you have been a waste of a financial minister. You gave us promise that you were going to save the economy, come what may, fire, brimstone, whatever. But today, looking at the situation, it is even getting worse. We can't stand it anymore. Businesses are losing. People are losing their investment. People are struggling with the kind of work they are doing. They cannot even do honest work again. Now, if you want to survive in Ghana, you have to be dishonest. You have to look for some illegal means to look for additional earnings. Else, you are effed. She is also saying that the best thing she can do is to resign like Kwesi Kwarteng from London resigned, including Liz Truss, the Prime Minister. She has also resigned. So what are you waiting for? You have to also resign. That is what Nana Banamwa is saying. Now, celebrities can keep quiet. If they are not even speaking for themselves, they are speaking for their followers and their fans. And that is what makes me happy about it. The best we can also do is to add our voices to this. Let the economy come back to it. Nana Addo said something during the COVID pandemic, where he said that they don't know how to bring back the dead, but they know how to bring back the economy. Now, what happened? So those who died out of COVID, you could not bring them back. But how about the economy too? Nana Banamwa says that don't ever use COVID, Ukraine and Russia war as an excuse, because everybody is facing the same experience anywhere in the world. But they are fine. I read something about an African country, was it Tanzania or something like that, that when you go there, everything is coming down. Everything is coming down because they have introduced good policies. There is no unnecessary e-levy. Now, you see, the situation is so damn and in a ball. People are not seeing top. The small they are keeping to survive too, you are finding ways to take the money from them. E-levy, e-this, e-that, unnecessary taxes everywhere. Now we see people from IRS with tax force all over closing all companies. The companies are not making profit. You want them to come and pay tax? How? So yes, they will close their shops. People will lose their jobs. The trickle effect will be plenty. You think you are hurting only the companies, huh? No, you are not hurting only the companies. The policies are not favoring them. Import and export prices. People can't pay. You bring goods to the harbor and you cannot pay. Look, go to the harbor and look at how people are suffering there. They can't pay. Over there at the harbor, they are paying fees and licenses, whatever, in dollars. Like, think about it too. Somebody brings goods to come and sell. Somebody brings a car to come and sell. And they are paying import charges. The charges are in dollars. Pay $300, $400. Do we spend dollars in Ghana? We don't. But that is what is happening at the port. So when the person pays dollars and he or she brings it out, he won't suffer alone. He will spread it. So instead of something that we can sell at 4 Ghana cedis, because of that unnecessary dollars he paid at the harbor, he will come and he said at 10 Ghana cedis. He won't die alone. He will spread like someone who has gotten AIDS and wants to spread for everybody to catch some. That is the kind of environment we are living at. God bless these celebrities for coming out. To those who have not come out, we pray that one day you guys all hit the street. Maybe you have to listen to Praise David Osei and hit the street. Let's campaign. Let's do this demonstration for the people to know that the street is noise. Now there is robbery, there is attack everywhere you go to. Because people can't feed. People are struggling. And I think that we can only use our mediums and our voices to talk about this. Enough is enough. My name is Sammy Flex. Thanks to Digital Rasta, Currency with Flex, Yala PG, and to you for watching. If you loved this, share it with your people, put down your comments, and let's do it again. I'll see you in my next video.